Lots of thrillers here. We're getting close to Halloween, and we're way excited.
Yeah, we're way into it. We have spooky stories this Tuesday and more spooky stories next Tuesday, so we're just here for all the spookies.
Yeah,
we love it.
Love it. And we have so many spooky events that we'll tell you about at the end, so stay tuned. But first, let's get to tell you about all of this fiction, all these thrillers, and we have YA and adult thrillers. So we just gotta dive in here. I'm gonna start with this book, and it's actually one I've been wanting to read for a super long time.
The Woman in the Cabin.
Yeah, The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, and I've heard about it. People have told me about it for so long. I don't know when it came out, a little while ago, but it's like someone came up to me and told me, like, this is so scary, it's like very thrilling, and it caught their attention the whole time, and it was so good. So,
see, it took me forever to try to find thrillers and YA, because this is like totally not my genre.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm totally down for like thriller and stuff, like movies, like, yes, give me that. But, like, books, I don't know. I can't do it. Like, it scares me too much.
Ooh,
because then, like, the imagination in my head gets going too far. And then, like, I can't sleep.
Ooh.
Like, I can't do it. And so I'm just like, I don't know what books to look for.
I feel like that's how I am with movies. I can't see the movies. Like, I kind of like them, but also they're scary.
Oh, no. Give me the movies. I am A-okay with that. But the books, I'm like I tried a Stephen King book once, and I was just like, these pictures are too vivid in my head. I can't do this.
Stephen King is scary.
I can't do this. And then I just, like, deterred from all thriller type of books afterwards. Like, give me some type of suspense, dystopia, okay, like, rom-coms were good, but, like, when it gets, like, to full-blown books that are dedicated like that, I'm like...
Yeah. So, this one might not be the book for you, then.
This whole genre might not be the genre
but
for me, but it'll be interesting.
But the fact that this one, someone just told me it was so good, always made me want to read it. It's been on my list for a while, so I wanted to definitely pick it up and read a little of it, so I could see if I would be interested. So I'll just read the book jacket, and it says, in this tightly wound, enthralling story reminiscent of Agatha Christie's works, Lo Blacklock, a journalist who writes for a travel magazine, has just been given the assignment of a lifetime. A week on a luxury cruise with only a handful of cabins. The sky is clear, the water's calm, and the Vineyard, select guests, jovial as the exclusive cruise ship, the Aurora, begins her voyage in the picturesque North Sea. At first, Lo's stay is nothing but pleasant. The cabins are plush, the dinner parties are sparkling, and the guests are elegant. But as the week wears on, frigid winds whip the deck, gray skies fall, and Lo hears what she can only describe as a dark and terrifying nightmare, a woman being thrown overboard. The problem? All passengers and crew members remain accounted for, and so the ship sails on as if nothing has happened, despite Lo's desperate attempts to convey that something or someone has gone terribly, terribly wrong. With surprising twists, spine-tingling turns, and a setting that proves as uncomfortably claustrophobic as it is eerily beautiful, Ruth Ware offers up another taut and intense read in The Woman in Cabin 10, one that will leave even the most sure-footed reader restlessly uneasy long after the last page is turned. Oh no!
I mean, it doesn't sound bad.
I guess I didn't know what I was expecting. When I hear cabin, I think of like a spooky cabin out in the woods or
like
something.
Full-blown woods.
But like it's on a cruise ship, so that's kind of interesting.
That's even more scary.
Yeah, and claustrophobic. Yeah. Having said that, that is scary.
Like being out in the ocean, especially when you don't know what's in the ocean.
Mm-hmm. The ocean's already kind of scary.
Yeah, like that just gives you more.
Yeah, but it sounds really interesting. I think I might enjoy reading it, but kind of scary. So anyway, that's one by Ruth Ware, and she is like a popular kind of thriller author. I brought another one. I'm not going to read it, but another one of hers called The Turn of the Key, and it's another popular thriller by her. So if you like thrillers or you're looking for an author to get into thrillers, I probably would recommend her because she's pretty like. Well, a lot of people like her. She's pretty popular. So
good read.
Mm-hmm.
Totally might try.
So that's the first one.
So I was like looking over here, just glancing at the back of these books while you were reading yours, and this one says it's a little bit of Riverdale and a little bit of Veronica Mars. The Cheerleaders is a twisty page turner that'll have you doubting every character you meet.
I want to hear about that one.
I know.
That sounds fun.
I know, right? Because I was just like,
Riverdale,
maybe.
when it compares it to that, that's a good description. Because
Yeah.
Riverdale is kind of scary.
It has this little spooks in there, but it also has so many twists and turns. Like, you don't even know where the stories come from.
Yeah.
Even in recent seasons, you don't know where the stories coming or going. It's just like...
so dramatic. Keeps your attention. So...
You know it's worth the The Watch. Okay, so this one's going to be The Cheerleaders by Kara Thompson. It's beautiful, talented, popular, and dead. There are no more cheerleaders in the town of Sunnybrook. And dead. So, see, I might try this one. There are no more cheerleaders in the town of Sunnybrook. First, there was the car accident. 2 girls dead after hitting a tree on a rainy night. Not long after, the murders happened. Those 2 girls were killed by the man next door. The police shot him, so no one will ever know his reasons. Monica's sister was the last cheerleader to die. After her suicide, the Sunnybrook High disbanded the cheer squad. No one wanted to be reminded of the girls they had lost. So all of these people. So 2 by car, 2 by murder, and then 1 by suicide. That was 5 years ago. Now the facility and the students at Sunnybrook want to remember those lost cheerleaders. But for Monica, it's not that easy. She just wants to forget. Only Monica's world is starting to unravel. There are letters in her stepdad's desk, an unearthed years-old cell phone, strange new friends at school. Whatever happened 5 years ago isn't over. Some people in town know more than they're saying, and somehow Monica is in the center of it all. There's no more cheerleaders in Sunnybrook, but that doesn't mean anyone else is safe. I mean, that doesn't sound bad.
It sounds pretty interesting.
It does. I mean, that's one heck of a freaking year, man. Have all the cheerleaders get knocked, and then your sister, and then they want to bring it back, and you're like, not ready.
Yeah.
That sounds really, really interesting. I mean,
I'm intrigued for sure.
I would definitely give this one a read. That is for sure. See, but this one will be in our YA section. So if you enjoy adult fictions, you'll more than likely enjoy YA fiction, and then vice versa too. So it kind of works both ways. So we wanted to give you guys a little bit of both of them while we were here.
Yeah. I love reading YA fiction too. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's fun. Like, I like adult fiction, but sometimes you just want to dive into YA a little bit.
You want a little bit of the teeny popper romance that always makes its way into YA books, without a doubt.
And so don't think, oh, I'm too old for YA.
No, you're never too old for YA.
Okay, well, I have lots of other ones here that I just brought, like a few Stephen King. Of course, we have to.
How could you not? If you're talking spooky, you have to, like, automatically.
So I brought just, like, some that I'm sure everyone has heard of, but I don't know if you've read. So Pet Sematary, It, and then Carrie. Those are all 3, like, really popular thriller ones. And, yeah.
That's the It book?
Yeah, this is the It book. It's...
Oh, my gosh.
It's big.
I mean, the old It movie scared the bejeebus out of me. And I can only imagine what it's like reading the book.
I know. I haven't read it. It's scary. I don't think I could do it. Yeah, Danny, read some of it.
I'm trying to find... If you could see this, like, look how thick that is. And the text is really small. Yeah. So, you know, if it was, like, in a regular print like this, it'd still be a pretty hefty book. It's just like, why would you
do this? Why would you read this long book with all the small print when it's just going to be scary? But that's what some people like. So, no judgment. You read it. I love it.
If you want the nightmares, I mean, go for it. So, this one starts off... We'll just read the first page. It's so much. Chapter 1, After the Flood, 1957. The terror which would not end for another 28 years, if it ever did end, begin. So far as I know or can tell, with a boat made from a sheet of old newspaper floating down the gutter, swollen in rain. They all float down here. I'm already thinking of the movie. The boat bobbed instead of righted itself again, dived bravely through the treacherous whirlpools, and continued on its way down Wishman Street toward the traffic light, which marked the intersection of Whitman and Jackson. There were 3 vertical lenses on each side of the traffic light were the dark and afternoon fall of 1957. The houses were all dark too. There had to be steady rain for a week now. 2 days ago, winds that came as well. Most sections of Derry had lost their power and then not back on yet. A small boy in a yellow slicker and red galosh ran cheerfully along beside the old boat. The rain had not stopped. but it was finally slacking. It tapped onto the yellow hood of the boy's slicker, sounding to his ears like rain on a shed roof. A comfortable, almost cozy sound. The boy in the yellow slicker was George Denbrough? Is that his last name? Denbrough? He was 6. His brother William, also known with the kids from Derry Elementary School and even to some of the teachers, would never ever use that nickname to his face, as Stuttering Bill, was home hacking out the last of a nasty case of influenza, the autumn of 1957, 8 months before the real wars began, and 28 years before the final shutdown of Stuttering Bill was 10 years old. Oh my gosh. That's just like the beginning of the movie. Like, full blown. I would, but also it scares me.
Yeah,
So
I don't
I'm
know.
Like,
I'm not sure I could do it. Just looking at that picture in the front, I was like, I don't know. But definitely a thriller. Any other YA thrillers that you want?
I have, let's see, I have They Wish They Were Us. There is another one that popped up on our thriller list. And it says, in the Gold Coast, Long Island, everything from the expensive downtown shops to manicured beaches to the pressed uniforms of Jill Newman and her friends looked perfect. But Jill found out 3 years ago nothing is as it seems. Freshman year, Jill's best friend and brilliant, dazzling Shyla Arnold was killed by her boyfriend after that dark night on the beach. Graham confessed the case was closed and Jill tried to move on. But now it's Jill's senior year and she was determined to make the best of it. After all, senior year and a player, a member of the Gold Coast Prep's exclusive, not-so-secret society. Senior players have the best parties, highest grades, and admiration of the entire school. This is going to be Jill's year. She's sure of it. But when Jill starts getting texts proclaiming Graham's innocent, her dreams of her perfect senior year started to crumble. If Graham didn't kill Sheila, who did? Jill vows to find out, digging deeper, meaning putting her friendship and future in jeopardy. See, that doesn't sound like it's like murderous type of killing. It sounds more like it's like thriller suspense.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Pretty Little Liars. When you were reading it.
I never read Pretty Little Liars, nor have I watched.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll agree with you.
Okay. It just kind of reminds me of that. But, yeah.
Like, I'll totally agree with that. I don't know why that's never, like, landed on there. So I was like, okay.
Sounds spooky over here.
Very spooky.
Well, and then I just brought, like, a couple, like, classic thrillers for all you classics out there. Like Frankenstein and Dracula. So, those are always, like, original scary stories for us, which is
that
fun.
you can totally enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I love movies like that.
Yeah.
I always tell myself that one of these days I will read the Dracula and Frankenstein ones, but I just never done it.
I've, like, been reading Dracula for a really long time. I'm trying to finish it. It's really long. And it's, like, kind of older language. But
so you have to be
yeah, so... But it's scary, for sure. I agree.
It's the spookies.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But anyway, these were all of the thriller books we came up with, and such variety. We have old books, newer books, YA books, fiction for adults, blah, blah.
Everything to give you a try. Hopefully one of these books will be something that you'll be totally into.
Yeah.
And enjoy.
It's true.
But what do we have coming up this week that we can let everyone know about?
We have Chicka Chicka Zoom Zoom.
Yes, a fun spooky for your little ones to enjoy. There's 2 sessions for that one, a morning and an afternoon. You can see the flyer to get the link to register for that event. Do check out our social medias for that. What else do we have coming up? Spookies.
Yeah, this week I think that's the main thing.
Oh, nice.
And then next week we have lots of fun things.
Yeah, we have our virtual costume party. We have our Mashup the Great Bake Off, where you guys are going to be in like a Nailed It type competition virtually. But I'm super excited for those. All of those, you can check our social media so that way you guys can get the links and join us for those awesome fun stuff.
Halloween's coming up so fast.
I know. It like went out of nowhere. Like,
yeah.
Oh, we have time. And then it's Halloween.
Yay! So thank you guys for joining us, and we hope you have a very spooky day. And be sure to let us know if you want some recommendations of thriller books. All of these are available at Coolidge Public Library, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right, bye, you guys.